Are you serious? Are you serious? Has the Fordo nuclear plant in Iran blown sky high? What? Has it? Is it? I hope it has. Nobody get mad. But the last thing we need is a radical Islamic regime under Ahmadinejad of Iran and the Ayatollah Ali Khomeini running around with a bunch of nukes. There is reports now surfacing with confirmation. WorldNet Daily is confirming it. The Times of Israel is confirming it. The London Times is confirming it. Now, not the American media, CNN, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, MSNBC, Fox News. None of them are confirming it yet. Drudge Report, no, not yet. But London Times is. The Times of Israel, yes. The WorldNet Daily. Matter of fact, let me read to you quickly. Iran is denying it, but Israel's confirming it. America is silent. I hear the sound of silence. Yes, I know. But let's go now. And it may not be true. It may not be true that Fordo's nuclear power plant may have blown sky high. Fox News is talking about immigration. CBS wants to do away with the Constitution. Nobody wants to talk about whether or not the nuclear power plant, the nuclear facility where they're making nuclear weapons, enriching uranium. Nobody wants to talk about whether or not it happened. Well, we're going to talk about it here at on the coming apocalypse. We're live right now as I'm doing this YouTube video, and I've got 172 people at livestream.com. I've got 113 at my website. We got 89 at Blog TV, and we're going to talk about it. They say 240 people are buried deep underground over there. I feel sorry for those folks, because if they are, they're not coming out. Iran will just put a shovel over top of them and call it a day before they'll let this information out. But here we go. Israeli sources are reportedly confirming a blast at the Iranian nuclear facility. According to London Times, they're reporting intelligence officials who say Iran hasn't evacuated the area around Fordo plant. It's unclear if the explosion was sabotaged or accident, but they're confirming an explosion. Now, Israeli intelligence officials have confirmed that a major explosion has rocked the Iranian nuclear facility, according to reports today, Monday, January 28th, 2013, by the Times of London. The British Daily cited officials in Tel Aviv, Israel, who said the blast occurred last week, which would have been on Friday, which I wasn't on the air Friday. I was at my son's Navy graduation from boot camp, and then at the hospital with my wife's brother having brain surgery. I missed out on this information. Okay, now the people at paulbegleyprophecy.com, the folks that are on the air live with our coming apocalypse, they're sharing the information. They are doing a better job than the mass media of the United States of America. But who's shocked by that? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? They're on top of it because they're studying Bible prophecy. And they know if Ariel Sharon's about ready to wake up and the nukes are blowing up in Iran. What? Let's go. Look at this. Iran is not believed to have evacuated. Okay, we understand that. Anything around the Fordo plant. But we're still in the preliminary stages of understanding what really happened and how significant it is, according to Israeli officials told the London Times. He did not know if the explosion was sabotage or if it was an accident. He refused to comment on reports that Israel aircraft were seen near Fordo at the time of the blast. Now, on Sunday, 2 senior Iranian officials dismissed the reports of explosion. Deputy head of the Iranian Atomic Energy Agency said that there has been no explosion at the Fordo facility whatsoever, according to official Islamic Republic news agencies. But the chairman of the Iranian Parliament's Committee to Foreign Policy and National Security has referred to rumors of the blast as Western-made propaganda and said that they were baseless lies meant to impact the ongoing talks on Iran's nuclear program, according to the IRNA. Well, why would you make up a lie about an explosion if there was an explosion? That doesn't make sense. If America wants it to stop the enrichment of uranium, you wouldn't make up a lie that there's been an explosion. So I'm sorry, America's not making up the lie. The question is there been has there been one? If so, why is Iran denying it? If so, who did it? The Mossad? Did they do it? Of Israel? Did Israel do it? Did America do it? Did Israel and America do it in conjunction with one another? There's no way. I mean, the only person that would cover this up if it happened is Iran. Okay? Now, the original WorldNetDaily.com report published Friday claimed that a blast deep within the Fordo destroyed much of the installation and trapped 240 people underground, deep underground, citing information from former intelligence officers who said it used to work at the Islamic Regime Ministry of Intelligence and National Security. But the article claimed the blast shook facilities within a radius of 3 miles. The Iranian security forces had enforced a no-traffic radius of 15 miles, and that Tehran highway was shut down for several hours after the blast. As of Wednesday afternoon, rescue workers had failed to reach the trapped personnel. Asked about the incident on Sunday, Home Front Defense Minister's former head of Israelis Shinbat Security Services said any explosion in Iran that doesn't hurt people but hurts its assets is welcomed. Of course. Anybody wants it to blow up. We want it to blow sky high. Seriously. We want it to blow sky high. We want every nuclear facility that they're trying to make to build nuclear weapons to blow sky high. It's obvious. And I'm not hesitating with saying that. No, I don't want anybody to die. No, not one person. But those things need to blow no matter what. They need to blow because of the threat to humanity, to threat to Israel, and to humanity. Seriously. So, now, I have also a report here from WorldNet Daily. They report the blows Iran nuke program is wide open. News of explosion of one of Iran's nuclear facilities, broken exclusively by WorldNet Daily, is exploding around the world, with independent confirmation and international response pouring in. Israel intelligence officers have confirmed the explosion, so has the Times of London, which is now reporting sources in Tel Aviv said yesterday that they thought the explosion happened last week. Israeli government is investigating reports that led to the extensive structural damage, and 200 workers have been trapped inside. We hear now it's 240. Israel believes the Iranians have not evacuated the surrounding area. It is unclear whether that is because no harmful substances have been released or because Iran is trying to avoid sparking panic among its own residents. I guarantee that if this thing blowed, they'll let their people die all around it before they'll tell them the truth. Do you think Ahmadinejad cares about them? We're talking radical Islamists. They put suicide vests on and blow themselves up. They could care less who dies as long as they can keep their diabolical agenda going. Are you serious? Something biblical's going on, folks. Something's up. We're going to have to keep a close eye on this. No, I'm not happy about it. I don't want to see anybody hurt. But I would rather see these nuclear facilities destroyed than a crazy end-time eschatology be demonstrated by radical Islamists who believe in the 12th Imam and the Al-Mahdi. Trust me. So, keep an eye on what's going on. Stay with us here at YouTube. We're going to keep an eye on this close and continue to research. This is serious stuff. If you're not saved, you need to give your life to Jesus Christ. You need to be born again. I'm serious. There's volcanoes in Russia today. There's earthquakes.